Morning, everyone. Right, this morning, because we've been talking quite a lot about behaviour and the things that we're looking for in school and out of school as far as good behaviour goes, I thought this morning I'd kind of relate as much as I could to football, because I know that lots of you, boys and girls, like to play football. If you don't like to play football, it doesn't matter, because you can relate this to absolutely anything that you play. So I'm going to start this morning by sharing my screen and just showing you a 2-minute video. I just want you to have a listen and have a think about it as it's going along. So let me see if I can get it up, and it is this one. Okay. Here we go.
Players, you like to take the knee? I'll be fascinated to see if they can sustain recent intensity. But he had the composure to pass it. That's a great ball in. And in it goes to the far post. Come on, goal! Had a major contribution in his minutes on the field. That effort in the second half was disallowed. But it was the right decision.
Okay, right. I'm going to just go back and share my screen again. So I've got a PowerPoint. So I think, here we go. Let me start from the beginning. Make sure everybody can see the right slides. There we go. So it's all about playing the right way. So no matter what you're doing, I mean, I might be relating it to football. It could be absolutely anything on the playground or in school. Okay, so you can just have a little chat amongst yourselves if you want to. Which are your favourite team sports? You know, I know some of you like football, handball, dodgeball, all kinds of different things that you play with Ed Start and Salford Reds. Do you play football? If so, do you support a football team? Have a couple of minutes if you want to. Now, this is an important question. Do you live what we call the Premier League values? Because to be a good footballer or a good team member, you have to be connected. You have to be inspired, be ambitious, and most of all, you have to be fair. So Premier League Primary Stars helps to teach and inspire children and young people to adopt positive attitudes and behaviours when playing and following football. So do you play the right way? So what sorts of positive attitudes and behaviour do we see at our school when pupils play sports like football? Just have a little chat with the person next to you and talk about, what do you see? What's good when you see people playing sports like football, dodgeball, handball, anything like that? What are the positive things that you can see them doing to each other or saying to each other? When you've done that, how would you describe attitudes and behaviour which are not so positive? So on those times, what do you see when people are playing that you think, oh, that's probably not the right way? You could see it on the TV as well when some footballers are playing and they get too emotional and carried away. What happens? What we need to be doing is to make sure that our playground is a positive place to play. Okay, we want to see everybody out there and just enjoying themselves, having a great time, loving what they're doing, loving playing football, loving doing all the games and so on. And so that they come back in feeling good about themselves and not having argued or fallen out or anything like that. So to play the right way, these are the 10 things that really we need to be able to do. So if you're playing something like football, how can you pick teams fairly? So to avoid being unfair, so, you don't want all the best players on one team or all the people who are friends with each other on one team, because that's not fair. And the game's going to be unbalanced and it's not going to be a good game. So have a think about how you might, I don't know, give everyone a number, and you say, right, first number out is on that team, second number out is on that team, and so on. And you just do it randomly, which might be a much fairer way of doing it. Or you could do it on months, which months of the year you were born. Anything like that could make picking teams a little bit more fair. The second one, respectfully shake hands before and after the game. If you see any football match on the TV, you notice that the players all shake hands, and they do so after the game. Whether they've won or lost is irrelevant. That's what they do. And when you shake hands, it's a sign of respect, and it shows the spirit in which you want to play the game. So you are telling people that, yes, we want this game to be a positive game. We want it to be a really good game, where, we're competing against each other. There's going to be a winner, there's going to be a loser. But you know what? Let's shake hands, because it doesn't matter as long as we have a good game. So, you could do that before you start your matches at lunchtime or at playtime. Other examples, if you're thanking the referee, say at lunchtime, if Olivia, who does year 6, for example, you could shake her hand and say thank you for that. Or if you accidentally hurt another player, instead of running off and they think you might have done it on purpose, shake the hand, and they know, oh, sorry, mate, didn't mean to hurt you then. Little things, aren't they? We could do that in school life as well, really. If you're welcoming school visitors into school, you could shake their hand. Or if you're being congratulated for good work, maybe teachers could shake your hand too. So number 3, accept the match official or leader's decision. It isn't always easy to do that, because you might feel it's not the right decision. You might feel that the match official or whoever's in charge, it could be the teacher in the classroom, hasn't seen what has happened. But it's important to accept that decision. And sometimes it might not be the right decision. But if the leader has made that decision, you need to just accept it, be responsible, and move on. Number 4 is all about giving praise and positive encouragement. So if you think about, who's praised you this week and who have you praised? It could be your friends, teachers, parents, brothers, sisters, and it makes you feel quite proud and positive and motivated to carry on, doesn't it, when someone's giving you lots of praise? So, think about how you can do that, not just on the football pitch, so not arguing, helping others, but also in school and at home. What could you do to help? What could you do to help people and build them up rather than knock them down? Instead of saying things that are not nice, give them some encouragement, make them feel good about themselves, because we all like that, don't we? We all like to feel good about ourselves. Support all the players. Not everybody's going to be brilliant at whatever you're doing, but support them. In school, not everyone's going to be brilliant at maths. Help them, rather than laugh at them if they get something wrong, just help them, help explain the work to them. You could support people when you see carrying heavy books. It might be teachers. You could hold the door open. You know, if you see someone crying, you could go and ask them what the matter is. That's all offering your support. Following the rules. Okay, well, we have rules in school, we have rules out of school. I don't need to go through all of the rules, but we have rules to keep people safe. So outside of school, it could be things like treating people well, keeping yourselves healthy. In school, you know, obviously in school, not running in school, putting your hand up to speak, not bullying, all of those things. The rules are there to help us all. When people break rules, what effect does that have on other people? You know, if someone cheats in a game, or if you've ever won through cheating, doesn't make you feel good. Might do for that instant where people say, well done, you've won, but inside you know that you've lied, and that's not great. You know, in football, some rules are not always broken on purpose, and that's different, isn't it? So, you know, you can argue whether a ball was over the line or not. That's just a difference of opinion. So you're not really breaking the rule. Number 7, be honest. Oh, that should be the same whether you're at home, whether you're in school, whether you're in the sports pitch, whether you're on the playground. When you get an answer wrong, for example, to a maths question, you know, if you don't openly admit it, you know, how does it make you feel? You know, it doesn't matter if you get things wrong, just be honest. You know, and if you've done something wrong, just be open about it and apologize. And that's an easy way of moving on. So if anyone's brought in at playtime, that's one of the first things I always say is just be honest. If you're honest, we can get somewhere. If you're lying, it's impossible. Nearly there. Number 8, if you can't agree, start again. You know, if you're having a bit of an argument and you can't agree who it is, toss a coin. You know, don't take things too seriously, especially when you're playing football and things like that. Learn how to start again. Okay, let's start again. Let's ignore that last decision. Okay, if we can't agree to it, and let's begin again. Number 9, lose gracefully. Okay, we all experience winning and losing. Losing teaches us what we need to do to get better, and it can make us more determined to succeed. You know, positive comments should be made about each other. It doesn't matter whether you're on the winning team, the losing team, be positive to one another. You know, you could always say, oh, you know, you played well today. That pass was brilliant. You were really fast today. You showed great respect for other people. You know, you were really honest when you fouled. You know, all of that is just being positive, and it really does help to make everything much, much easier. And finally, win with humility. Celebrate, yeah, but also be very mindful of the other team, because if you've won, you know how they're feeling. They're feeling a bit deflated, a bit rubbish. So the fact that you could, you know, go over and say, oh, never mind, you didn't win, but you know what? You played really well today. It was a great game, wasn't it? That's being a good sportsman, losing graciously and not gloating, saying, ah, yeah, we won, you didn't. That's not being a good sports person, is it? We all know, if I said to you, can you identify anybody who's a bad loser? Somebody who doesn't lose well and reacts by accusing the other team of cheating, and they won't congratulate them, blaming the other team for the loss, you know, or rubbing their win in the loser's face. Yeah, all of that is just not very nice at all. Rather than that, congratulate them, you know, shake hands with them, build them up and say, great game, you played well. And it's, you know, it's the same wherever you go, in school, you know, or on the football pitch. All of these, playing the right way, really does work. And it helps to make sure that our playground is a positive place to play. because that's what we need it to be. We need safe playgrounds. We need happy playgrounds. We need people who look after the equipment on there. So when I see people with hula hoops, you know, putting them around their middles and stretching them and trying to get 3 people in there, that's not the right way. That's an unsafe way of playing, and it's also just going to damage the equipment. Hula hoops are for hula hooping, skipping ropes are for skipping, footballs are playing football, or you know, you can do other things with footballs if they're light, can't you? You know, you can catch and so on, but please, everyone, we want to keep you safe. We want to keep you happy. Make sure that you're playing the right way. Be a good sports person in school and out of school. And I'm sure we'll have a really, really good half term. I know I've gone on a bit this morning. Thanks for listening, everyone, because it is really important. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.